The new vendor in the new patch is very good to get rid of very useless currencies like aged ingots, prismatized crystals, hat chilies, and so on and so on. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you the best ways of getting rid of them, which ones you should definitely do every week, and the ones that you should never ever do, as they're a little bit of a trap. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-fi if you want to support me, and let's get into it. So I already made a video about this vendor specifically, Gar, what is it called? Deed Claw. But, I want to, go very, very in-depth in every possibility. You can see here, it's right here in the Wizard's Tower, right on the left side of it. And you do need the mastery, here we go, from Soto, called Wayfinder's Mastery. Otherwise, this will not show up. That being said, here's the vendor. You can see that you can pick a lot of things for different types of currencies. We're gonna go around and, well, first of all, the main currencies that we are getting rid of in this video, and that you gonna, want to focus on, are gonna be Essence of Despair, Greed, Triumph, Atrial Ingots, Eternal Ice Shards, Hat Chilies, Prismatized Crystals, Bells of Bloodstone Dust, Dragonite Ore, Imperial Fragment, and of course also the currencies from Soto. The ones from Archipelago, Ametas, and Inaneos, as well as the map completions from them. As now that the Obsidian Armor requires even more map completion, you can use that to get more of other stuff. And we're definitely gonna go there and show one tab each, right? And which way to get every one of them the best. The best website that I found to do this, of course, as well, is Always Fast. They have all the numbers ready for me, which is very, very cool, but I'm gonna break them down. So first, let's go through the first. Daily, Pinching Stardust, Calcified Gasps, and Static Charges. What's the word? Daily, claims, I guess. In this one, honestly, I would not do them, as these currencies are kind of worth using. If you already have your Obsidian Armor, I could see you doing them instead, using these daily ones. But I would not. I'm not sure if I would recommend that, because you can transform these currencies into actual gold by crafting weapons that are worth like 16 gold. So I'm not sure if I would waste them in this. You can indeed choose the one that rotates every day and just pick whichever you think is gonna be best. But I'm not sure if I would do it in the first place, right? You can also go to Fast and check. There's multiple dailies like this that are like give you different type of items per day that you can exchange for a currency. So you can definitely go to Fast and say, hey, which one of these ones is the best? You can just go into the daily where's the daily thing, daily farming checklist right here, and it'll probably show you which ones of these ones are the most expensive to pick. That being said, you also have the daily crafting material exchanges, and these are definitely very worth it. As you can see that you have Eye of Cormyr, Silver of Twitched Fragments, things that you'll never ever use in any scenario ever, because they're just useless. So this, picking this once a day is a great idea. And of course, yeah, you actually don't have to go to the Wizard's Tower to actually do this. You can just use your portable Wizard's Tower exchange that you can buy right here, to do it wherever you want. You can just put it in one of your slots here, right, of your portable slots. Which is very good. But yeah, this one I think I would do every day, just to get rid of these horrible currencies that nobody uses. And in this case, I think I'm gonna take the box of Warforged World supplies, as it'll give me more experience on Warforged World, and that's pretty good, right? There you go. Which is pretty cool. That being said, we can go to the weekly sales, and this one is one of the best ones. It will give you Astral Flucting Mass. You can buy I think it's like 40 each week. I already bought all of them, but you can exchange it for a lot of different things. You can exchange for every type of tier essence. You can exchange it for Prismatic Crystals, Atrial Ingots, Chilies, the HOT currencies that I would personally not use, because you might need them for legendaries Gen 2s, right? Generation 2 legendaries. But you can if you have too many of them as well. They are essentially worthless. There's not that much you can do in terms of actual gold, so you can definitely use those. Crystalline ores, which I definitely wouldn't use, as this essentially only can only get this in round stand, and you will need them from making generation 2s. I will never use those. And also Bloodstone Dust, Imperial Fragments, and Dragonite Ore. I went through all the numbers, and it does seem like the best ways of getting these ones are probably the what is the word? Depressed Messite crystals, as you know, they have literally no other ways to being used. You can see this is the best way to actually transform it into something. Also, I think the same goes for the Itred ingots. The difference, though, is that Itred ingots can be sold to the as a vendor value, and they can be transformed into these weapons, even though it's kind of annoying, and they usually don't really sell that well. But you can indeed do this, and you can also transform into piles of blood and Dragonite ore. I would not recommend you transform getting them from Imperial Fragments. It's just you can actually do toxic focusing crystals for more gold, and they're not weekly capped. So I wouldn't do the piles of bloodlust and Dragonite ore either, mainly because they're just, you know, there's other ways, other things to get from. Like, you know, you can use this other vendors, other transformers of these specific currencies, for example, instead to get other items. And, you know, this is a weekly, and you will never get rid, honestly, of getting, especially if you play the game a good amount, and you do Dragonstorm every way, you probably won't ever run out of Prismatic crystals, and, of course, also the Itred ingots. So I just focus on those two, and the other ones just in an emergency where you don't have any more, right? You don't have any more of these two currencies, right? But they're definitely worth getting. You get a good amount of gold, and you can see the things that you get, the possibilities of items that you can get. But I'm guessing we're gonna be able to get some other stuff as well, and maybe they haven't been discovered. The loot table hasn't been discovered. Who knows? Maybe you can actually get some infusions out of this ones. It's just very, very rare. I definitely would do it every week. I don't see any reason not to. These currencies are useless regardless. So yeah, definitely get these weekly sales every week. Then you go to map currencies. Here is just only like you can see that you can get certain specific items for currencies, which is pretty cool. And one of the things that I really like is that you can actually exchange currencies for map exploration and the other way around. So you can transform a gift of Skywatch Archipelago, Amenitas, or Inaneos into actual currency, which is useful. I don't think it's worth it because it only gives you like 200 of these specific currencies. But to be fair, it's not like it's not like it's completely useless. It's just if you really like map exploration, you can do it and, you know, farm currency this way. If you don't, then don't do it. Then we have the essence exchanges. Now, and I should have said this before, I would not use the essences, you know, the tier essence, the rift essences, for doing my weekly here, the weekly sales. I would not use them. They're way more useful in other situations. They're used for the obsidian armor, they're used for motivations. I don't think it's really worth it, right? The only one that is actually worth exchanging is the tier 3 Essence of Triumph, right? Because you can actually not transform into anything else. Like literally, you can transform into motivations to sell, you can not sell it to anything else. But you can indeed interchange it for Season 4 currency box, which will give you, look at this, any type of tier 4 currency, Living World Season 4 currency, which you can transform into gold by transforming into Volatile Magic, which is very, very good. You can definitely go check a video on my channel. I'll leave in the description on how to transform this into gold, but it's super, super good, and it doesn't even cost you 1 gold. These ones do cost you 1 gold. I don't know why you would go for this. Like, if you go to the, where's the Essence of Triumph? If you go here, you can see that it's just literally better to buy the Season 4 currency box, and it doesn't have a, it doesn't have a limit, so you can just go here forever, right? Just buy them. Oh, not this one. But just buy them forever. I'm not gonna do that because I need this for my legendary. But once I actually finish my Obsidian legendary, I'm definitely gonna use this, and you know, it'll be definitely worth for me to do every, you know, weekly rift at all times, right? And also, of course, doing my convergences. This actually makes rifting way more profitable, and also convergences way more profitable, which I think is very, very, very good. After this, I think, yeah, anything here is completely useless. I would not pick it unless you're very desperate for certain currencies, but even then, they don't really give you enough. Like, look at that. Like, it gives you, like, what? Like, look at that. 250 Essence of Despair for 10 currency on Pinch of Stardust? Something you can get by just doing any event in the map? No, not worth it at all. Then this one is just transforming the hero choice chest into items, which I would not recommend, as you will lose some gold on that. Same thing for this here. And then here you go to the next one, which is Crystal Desert bulk exchanges. Now, everything here is kind of useless. The piles of Elanian trade contracts, yeah, I mean, you can transform Itrate ingots and prismatic crystals and all this other stuff into this, but they're just useless. It's not really worth doing. But you actually have the Eternal Ice Shards for hatch chilies. There are a lot of hatch chilies, for sure, but look at that. You can actually make... This is the best way to transform hatch chilies into something. You will be using karma, but look, I'm sure you have a good amount of karma anyways. This is why I would use your hatch chilies in this instead of the Astral Fluctuating Mass. You can indeed just save them and just, you know, look, every week you come in, you blast like, I don't know, half of your hatch chilies that you have in your material storage, just so free them up and then not go into your inventory at all times. And then look, you're ready, right? I'm just gonna do 15. I'm just gonna buy a bit of Eternal Ice Shards, make some gold, transform it into you know, Volatile Magic, this one's, and then make some gold with them. I think it's a very good idea. And now look at that, I am free from the hatch chilies, and next week I'll come back and I'll do it away, and I will never ever have to have hatch chilies in my inventory again. Super cool. The last one is the Herd of Maguma bulk exchanges. I don't think these are really worth it either. You can see that you can transform 50 of each of these currencies to get another one. Actually, no, wait, you get... Oh, you can transform the currencies into some other currencies. Lump of Aurelium, yeah, you can transform the material storage currency, Pile of Auric Dust, into the Aurelium, the currency of the map. That being said, I don't think it's really worth it to do this. Like, that currency is super easy to get by just doing any HOT beta. I wouldn't. If you really need it, yes, you can. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's really the best. I don't think it's really the best the best exchange anyways. So I don't think I would consider. But yeah, that's about it. This is a very good vendor, and it really changes things a lot. It makes a lot of currencies much better. And yeah, I really like it. Just as an aside, guys, I don't think it's really worth to, you know, Essence of Greed, Essences of Despair. You can transform into other stuff, but it's not really worth it. Just make if you're gonna use them on something, make it in a legendary, or just craft motivations and sell them for that. Anything else is kind of useless. The only essence that is worth exchanging is the Essence of Triumph, because you can't do anything else with it. So there you go. There it is. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if this helped you. And if you're gonna use this vendor, it's a very good one. I really like it. And go to my Twitch if you wanna watch me live. We are actually having... I guess I should have made a video about that one. What's the word? A giveaway of gem codes on Tuesday on the announcement of the new expansion. So yeah, definitely come to Twitch chat in order to get that. I'm gonna have to announce that somewhere. Yeah, but there you go. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Go to my coffee if you want to support me. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye.